right, I'm hanging out with my pal Tommy Rant right here. What's up? Now, I heard a little rumor from Strictly Business, Brandon Beretta, that you snore.
What?
That's what he told me.
First off, if that bus is paying attention to me while I'm sleeping, that ain't strictly business. That's strictly weird.
That's kind of weird, right?
I ain't about that. Where'd you hear that from? Him? Her?
From him.
Her. Yeah. Listen, Buster. Listen, Chooch. You got my number. You know the time. Slime time.
Careful, Brandon Beretta is really good at suplexing big fat asses, so he might get you back, but you've been losing weight, so.
You look great.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, thank you, Tommy Red and Slimeball Sage over there. Ultimate Athlete J-Rod, how you feeling after that match, huh?
Hey, I feel great. I'm still OVW Women's Champion, so I can't complain. But I don't know if you saw it. I technically should be champion.
You should.
Double champ.
You should be double champ, yeah.
So, hey, I may be back, and, I may have to take the strap from here with me.
All right, what about Ruthless Lala staring you down at the end, huh?
Hey, Ruthless Lala, she may be ruthless, but she hasn't met the dark side of J-Rod.
All right, what's next for J-Rod after here?
Hey, I'm trying to think because I'm confusing all my weeks, all
WrestleCon?
this travel. I mean, WrestleCon eventually, but I'm each weekend doing different bookings and different opportunities. I was in Minnesota yesterday with MAW, but hey, making it happen, and you'll see me around.
All right, thank you for a moment of your time. J-Rod.
Let's go. You already know.
Trained me, shown me guidance, are on these walls, and it feels bizarre and surreal to be joining.
The hottest guys. He's broke. He's got more bling than my pickup.
Hey, Mondo, what is up, brother?
Jacked and tan, that is, Papa Dick. You gotta get it right. Jacked and tan.
He's an outright kind of guy. But listen, we got Slimeball City.
Timothy is trashy. Dolly, what are you doing? Scream Queens is what I like it, Dark Papa Dick. You don't? Are you scared of the Dark Papa Dick? Scared?
It's great. It's great. I can't wait. That Titan has left. Mark my words, Harry. I'm doing great. How are you?
We just talked to O'Shea.
And this is cool. I'm now I'm not only athlete, but
You got the dirt. Can always making a name for herself and let everybody know all about your merch right now.
I'm gonna try to get through to her. That's my motivation.
Buy 100 of them at 87 cents each. That's $8.07, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
I wish I could.
Right here, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing fine.
I lost my voice because of a huge choke slam. You'll see that. I'll post it. I'm sorry about that.
Welcome to an all-new Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Dank, and today I have a very special guest. Let me bring to you the one, the only, Mike Maverick in the house. How you doing, Mike?
Hey, man, I'm doing fine. Not as fine as you or the show or the current day professional wrestling. How y'all doing?
We're doing great. We just came off a fresh Monday Night Raw all the way from London, England. I don't know if you're watching.
Yeah, there was some crazy spots, man. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Just when you think like last week it can't get any hotter, more hype, it does. The Jey Uso Gunther. I think what many fans thought was like a throwaway match, a waste, you would say. I think that match is probably going to be a banger, just like everything else Gunther is doing. It's very interesting right now.
Very good stuff. All right, let's talk about what you got going on. First of all, you got Spring Breakout over that World League Wrestling happening on Saturday, April 5th. You will be in action. Man, that's an interesting group in this picture shot right there. I see Austin Molatalo over there and Cameron Branier right there. 100%. And then, of course, you will be in the ring versus Jaden Dominic right there. Saturday, April 5th. Get your tickets. Go to hollyrace.com to get your tickets, man. Talk to me about this match you're having.
Well, it's really interesting, being at World League for a few years, training at the Harley Race Wrestling Arena. JDR, for some reason or another, just hasn't been there. And, being in the back our last show and just seeing him was really cool for me because he's one of the original poster guys. I mean, we literally have him on a banner in our place. And He's making his long-awaited return. He has his match against Raheem, which he loses. So I don't understand why he wants to wrestle me now, just considering the fact I'm way bigger, I'm way stronger, not faster, but a little less agile. But I'm really excited for this match, and that's a guy I never thought I would be wrestling at World League.
Wow, good stuff. Make sure you get your tickets. Go to HarleyRace.com to get your tickets for that event on Saturday, April 5th. Then we got Slammiversary right there, Friday, April 11th. Trevor Murdoch's going to be in action. Oh my gosh. Austin Mulatalo again, man. That guy's everywhere. What the heck? And my good pal Brandon Beretta will be in the house, as well as yourself at Slammiversary. Tell me what's going on here.
So it's really unique. Phi Delta at CMU did a fundraiser to get us over here. We're trying to raise money for whatever they're doing. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what they're raising money for, but it's a bunch of frat guys. Really good school, a lot of really cool guys doing it, and to have
Right.
Trevor and Strictly Business Brandon Beretta there, it's awesome. I mean,
Business.
dude's a stud.
Happy birthday to Strictly Business. Today's his birthday. Happy birthday, Brandon. All right. Let's talk about your history. Tell us how you fell in love with professional wrestling.
So it was really interesting. I feel like every kid in history loves professional wrestling, and then one of two things happen whenever they find out that Kane and the Undertaker aren't brothers. They either just stop watching it, or they get even more invested into it. And I was the one who stopped watching it for a while until really COVID. Because I did a lot of amateur wrestling in high school, then I did it in college as well. But during quarantine, I mean, there was no other live sports on at the time. And WWE was really the only business, really the only company doing live entertainment, and they were doing like free trials for the WWE network at the time. So I was like, I'm gonna watch this, and it was really weird. Not because there was no fan. Oh, no fans was just. It was crazy. I don't know how they did that, because it's hard enough to just do a practice match in an empty thing. Now to do all these stories and stuff, it was really interesting. But what really got me hooked and said I wanted to do this was I graduated high school in 21, and I was wrestling in college for Hannibal LaGrange. And my senior year, I placed 6th at state. It was pretty awesome. And so I'm wrestling at Hannibal. And then they cut the wrestling program about halfway through my first semester. So I was like, okay, whatever. But I'm watching, it was when John Cena returned, and it was the summer of Cena, and he was doing this match with Roman Reigns, which I saw a little bit of Roman Reigns whenever everyone hated him. He was a face, and I'm seeing him come back, and he immediately wins that title, and I hate it. I'm like, oh, this Roman Reigns, but I'm really loving this character. And so then so obviously that match happened, SummerSlam, and Roman Reigns is putting the one in the sky, and you have this entire arena booing him. And I said at that moment, I was like, this is what I want to do.
That's awesome. That's a good moment for you to have that epiphany, man. That's good. Good stuff. All right. Let us know where you trained. I mean, I kind of got the hint of where you went to go train, but who were your trainers during your initial training?
So pretty much, I went on the internet. 'Cause, yeah, I don't know half about this. I was originally, so I'm looking around best wrestling schools in the country. I was willing to travel. I was on a crossover between if I wanted to go train at Dustin Rhodes' school. Like I talked to them. I was pretty much between them or the Harley Race Academy, and I actually asked a few like local wrestlers. There's this guy Chris Slammer. He's actually from the same town as me. So I hit him up. I was like, what would you think? And he says, you should definitely go with Harley's school. And so I get there, I do a tryout. I really like the school. I really like the people. So Leland Race was like pretty much, I mean, he's the man, he does everything there, pretty much trains, does all the booking, everything. But also real recently, Trevor has been coming back really ever since we became a territory of the NWA. So we've been seeing quite a few guys come in there, and I've had the privilege of being able to just be in the ring with them, just get their knowledge, all the psychology and all that. But it was our last show. Aaron Stevens kind of has been helping me a lot lately too with my like character work, what I've been doing, my new attire. Like I'm a natural redhead. It's all dark black now, so we kind of have some new stuff there. So really, those three have really done a tremendous work for my career at this point.
Okay. What was the best advice Aaron gave?
He said, "Don't think," which is way easier said than done. But it was real funny. It's like Aaron comes in there, and he's showing me how to walk, and he's doing all this, and like he's like I'm gonna show you how to walk, and if you know how to walk, you can do anything else. And like you hear that out loud, you're like, well, that's kind of dumb. But then he's like, he's showing me this. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm doing it. And he's like, loosen up, stop thinking, loosen up, stop thinking. And when someone says stop thinking, like you're thinking is what?
Why should I? Right.
He's like, what do you mean don't think? But pretty much doing that repetitively, just walking and doing certain looks, it just became, and now it's just ingrained within me. And so like this was right before Fort Leonard Wood, and I'm going out there as this new character. He introduced me, and it hit me there. Like I wasn't even thinking. I was just walking out there like it was normal. And it was probably easily the best match I've ever had.
Right. Okay. I guess you were overthinking things before.
Oh yeah, I would say obviously, and every veteran wrestler will tell you, it just takes reps, man. You just got to keep getting the reps, more work. But like with Aaron, he's think Peter Steele from Typo Negative. It's like he's not a wrestler, but he's a 6'9", heavy, big singer. He said, be that guy, but don't think. But think like him, but don't think at all.
Right.
So somehow that resonated with me.
That's awesome, man. All right, tell me about your first match in front of a live crowd. Who was your opponent, and what were your thoughts during that first match?
So my first match was against my long-term rival at the Harley Race Training Wrestling Academy, Blade Lennox. Obviously, him and Blade now are doing great things as a tag team. But so like with that match, like we have always been rivals at the academy, not necessarily negative towards each other, but like because right now we have a lot of people, but like back a year and some change ago, it was just me, him, and maybe two other people. So and we both are striving to be the best, and so we're doing these, we're always trying to one up each other. So then we have a match against each other, and it was easily the scariest thing. The second scariest thing I've ever done in a wrestling ring, and that was not even a match. The first experience, but so I'm walking out. I'm shaking. I'm like, it's like Trevor's in the back, and I'm like so nervous. I say, Trevor, how do I come out as like a face and turn as a heel? And he's like, Mike, you're overthinking it. He's like, are you nervous? I'm like, yeah. He goes, good. It means you care about it. It's like, fair enough. He's like, you go get it, champ. Just do what you think. I'm like, okay, I don't know what to think.
Right.
So we go out there. It was a really solid match. I think we went about 8.5 minutes. And I'm pretty much, I have the advantage the entire time until he gets that last second roll up on me. 1, 2, 3. I swear I had my shoulder up at 2.5, but I guess the ref didn't see it. It was also that referee's first ever time in front of in front of a crowd, because we were all three of us were the most recent graduates of the Harley Race Academy. But that match was a lot of fun, and then we got to run it back the next show, which was also awesome. Was also pretty cool.
How did the turn come out? The heel turn.
Well, it's pretty simple. You have a war veteran, and then you have a 6'8" guy, and the 6'8" guy is just beating on the war veteran. Genuinely, people aren't going to cheer for you for that. But it was also in that same night we had the Rumble, and I come into the Rumble, and I see Blade, and we lock eyes, and we just start duking at it, man. We're just punching. I get him out, and then we ran it back. But yeah, generally, I should say, you're not going to like a guy that beats up on a literal war hero.
Right. 100%. You won't. All right, let's go into opponents you want to wrestle this year. Who are some of these opponents you want to have a match with?
I would say I have two, I probably three that I would just be. To me, it would be amazing if I could wrestle him. The first one is Trevor Murdoch. I would love to have the opportunity to wrestle him. I mean, by the end of the year, that'd be awesome. Like he's shown me a lot, and also he's my size, and like I don't wrestle a lot of people my size, so I think it would be really fun to be able to actually do a singles match with him because I've been in the ring with him once, and let me tell you, chopped like this skin off my chest. It was
Right.
like I never thought I could see my nipple bleed, but I
Yikes.
would love to get in the ring with him for sure. That would probably be my number one. My number two is it's another NWA guy. I would love to get in the ring with Thrillbilly Silas.
Silas Mason.
Silas Mason, baby. I've had the pleasure of pretty much like hanging out with him for a while. Really
Awesome.
cool dude. I've heard he's also very stiff in the ring, and I'm also really stiff in the ring. So I just think that'd be a good match. Honestly, like there's not too much thought into it, but I think we could tell a really cool story.
Right.
Considering the fact, I mean, he's part of the Southern Six.
Yeah.
I'm from Southern Missouri, so we're both some Southern boys. We all,
Makes sense.
We all drink some beers by the river. Who knows? Maybe we can have a match and then go floating after. But but my third opponent, I would love to have a match with Austin Militalo.
Austin Militalo.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say easily I would say he's honestly the most talented guy at World League right now. And seeing him do all these other things with some of the other NWA territories, I think is awesome. And he's also another guy that trains, and we also have a little bit of a rivalry, but it's more or less he shows me a lot, and I think we could just have a great match.
I think so too, man. And sometimes I hear that he's a security guard here and there somewhere.
Yes, sometimes.
All right. If you could pick anyone in the world to team with, who would you pick?
Ooh, that's a great question.
That's a good question.
Well, I already picked. I'm already teaming up with the one guy I want to team up with at World League, which is Superstar Steve. But I would say if I could team up with anybody in the world, I'm gonna go with a curveball, and I think I would probably pick. Oh man, there's so many great guys.
There's so many great.
Honestly, I would go with The Miz. If I could team up with anybody, The Miz.
The Miz. All right. Serena says maybe they can add another member to the Southern Six. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Maybe you could be NWA bound. Maybe.
Maybe.
Blind balls.
Who knows? Anything could happen.
I just know those guys. All right. 100%. Let's go to the next question. Companies you want to work for this year that you haven't worked for yet?
I would like. So I have a few like Missouri indie companies. I would like to work with Trailblazer. They do a lot of great shows, and we're pretty connected with them. Like with like the same the same ideas of how a wrestling match should go. Us like World League and Trailblazer like same morals. They be good at protect. They usually are really good at protecting our guys. I would love to work there. Would like to get some New Breed action. I think New Breed are actually doing a show like 5 minutes away from my high school at my rival high school. I saw that show. I was like, man, I really want to be on that show. Like, and obviously the various NWA territories, like NWA Chicago, just a few of those. And in Endgame, the NWA, I would love to be there. Hopefully, with being part of the territories, that gives us more opportunities to do shows or just come around and hang out, learn some stuff. So I would love to see that.
Big show coming up in Philly, the Crockett Cup.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. Like you have first like the announcement with Nettie Neidhart, which. Yeah. I completely shocked me, but also didn't, because like Billy Corgan just has that like connection with her specifically. Like they've known each other for a long time, but also I don't know who he has in the back, but that one, I think that was massive for the NWA. I think it's going to put a lot of new eyes on the product.
Yeah,
and also who saw Rhino coming out?
No
That
one.
came out of nowhere, and
Not even the
I'm
slime
really
balls.
excited. Like, I'm watching this, and I just see it. I'm like, I don't know how you could top Nettie Neidhart, but at least for me that did.
Yeah, Rhino. Yeah, 100%. ECW for
Man.
me.
Mm. That was a little before my time, before I was
Oh,
alive. But
good
but
stuff at ECW.
but I've seen the TNA stuff
Okay.
and with my own eyes.
Okay. All right, Mike. What hobbies do you have outside of wrestling? What do you like to do for fun?
Well, I like to do music. I actually used to be in a band, but like full time before I did pro wrestling. Intrusive Minds. I'm actually wearing the shirt now.
Nice.
I was the drummer. Me and my brother were a part of that, and then but then I really wrestling's my passion, music's his passion. So they got a new drummer. Now they're doing way cooler stuff than I am, and so I'm like, next time. But definitely music has always been with me, like up there with me, and I feel like rock and roll, which is the music industry and the wrestling industry, are very similar. So it's
Very.
like the stuff that, let's just say the stuff my brother's doing, like, and like the stuff I'm doing, like I'll tell him some stuff that I'm doing that honestly helps him out, and he can tell me some stuff, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing the exact same thing. Only difference is you're screaming into a microphone, and I'm taking a bump in a ring.
Right. 100%. All right. Good stuff. Favorite food, man. What's your favorite food?
Come on, chicken wings.
Chicken wings. Okay. From a
There's
particular place?
Oh my gosh. The best place is my house. You're welcome anytime. I got a nice smoker. Man, you can go out there, we'll turn on the radio, listen to some 80s rock hits,
Okay.
get the cooler out, we'll
I,
we'll have the smoker going. It's
I'm in
good.
it. I'm in it.
It's always a
All
good time.
right.
But definitely a Buffalo Wild Wings. Like people go to Hooters for like the breasts. I go for the wings. Uh that
Me
place
too.
is good. But no, I'm telling you, if you ever want to come down to Lesterville, Missouri, I got the smoker, I got the
Yeah.
river.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
Well, I'll be in St. Louis in May for FanFest 3 from SICW. So,
Hey, I live
anything,
in St. Charles these days. Who knows?
anything's a possibility. We'll bring the Thrillbilly himself, Silas. I had a chance to interview him, so that was cool. He's a good guy.
Oh yeah, he
But
actually
he's
bought me he bought me a beer. uh,
that's
I
awesome.
was I was driving him around for a show, and he's like, Mike, you want anything? He's like, yeah, I'll take a 6-pack. He's like, I got you, bro. What kind do you want? I was like, I want some Modelo's. Going, I know. He's like, no, we're not doing Modelo's. I know something better. And he bought
Uh
me. It's a great decision, Silas. It's my
huh.
new favorite beer. So thank you, Silas, if you're listening.
Thank you, Silas. Now he's going back to Philly. He can use his other name, Mr. Philadelphia. All right, enough about Silas. Let's go back to you and wrestling. Countries you want to go wrestle or train that you have a desire to.
My number one for that is I would love to go train at the Pro Wrestling Noah dojo, and World League and Noah have had the connection for
Okay.
for a long time. Then obviously they've had a lot of new like ownership and stuff, and since
Yeah.
like the pandemic and what have you. But
Yeah.
if I had just got into the business, if I wasn't busy being 15 years old, I could have had the chance to go to the yearly Pro Wrestling Noah World League Wrestling seminar and be one of the 2 people picked to go to Japan and train. But
Wow.
that's my number one. And I know how much Japan loves their big guys, but I also know how hard it is. But for sure, Noah, that'd be my number one place in Japan. I would also like to, I know elementary Spanish, so maybe one of these days going to go wrestle with some luchadors. We'll see. But that would be pretty
Okay.
cool for me too.
All right. What's the one type of match you want to have that you haven't had yet?
I would love, well, Leland Race has some opinions about this, but I would like just one time in my life to go be in just one just death match, man. Matt Cordona's the death match king. I think I could at least give him a run for his money. I like to do just one of those before I retire, which I have like 25 years to get that marked off the bucket list. So that's the one for me.
Okay. All right. Good stuff so far. Parts of the country you want to go work that you haven't worked in yet. Which part of the country would you like to work the most? right now?
If I could go anywhere right now, I would go to Jamaica and they have like one single wrestling promotion there, and I don't know, it'd just be fun. I think go to a resort in Jamaica, do some scuba diving, and then just
That
go wrestle. Lose a lot of money to go do that, but hey, that'd be pretty fun.
that would be fun, man. But I don't think Jamaica's part of the United States just yet.
Oh man, oh if I could work anywhere in the United States, probably.
But I like what you were thinking with it, though.
Hey, who knows? Maybe someday we'll see.
That's right,
We'll see. But
100%.
if I could work anywhere in the country, uh, at least in Missouri, like I would love to wrestle at the Chase someday, like because
Chase,
that's
okay.
so historic with the
It is
NWA,
historic. Yeah.
and that's also the first place where I actually worked a wrestling show, NWA '75, and
Wow.
that would be to me that would be really really cool. Just be able to wrestle in the same place that Harley Race did, which week in and week out.
Awesome. Just so everybody knows, the St. Louis Hall of Fame will be happening in May. Go to sicw.org to get your tickets for that. That's going to be awesome. All right. We covered a lot of ground today, bud.
Hey, we're only 26 minutes in too.
And only 26 minutes in. Yeah, I mean, what are some of the goals you have for this year, 2025? We'll wrap it up that way.
One of the goals I would love to hold a title belt, regardless of which company we're at. But obviously, I still have a whole lot of work to do. But also, it's a very long year. There's a lot of different, like, there's a lot of companies, and that's what I'm going for because I would like to be able to prove to myself and to a lot of people that I am a main event guy. Like I had my opportunity January 11th with Camaro. Unfortunately, Camaro might have like paid off someone for a snow delay, so that got that got pushed back. But I would like a chance for that to happen again, and just see whatever happens. But like right now, I'm just really blessed to be able just to go to different towns, go to Troy, do TV, and just wrestle shows.
All right, man. Hopefully, I'll bump into you somewhere, maybe in May.
Maybe we'll see.
There's a battle royal happening that night, the Bruiser Brody Memorial.
Who knows? Maybe I'll hit up old Herb Simmons on Messenger and just the worst he can say is no or ignore me.
Or yeah. I don't. Well, yeah, he might ignore you. He ignored me, but no, he's a really good guy, 100%.
Yeah, I had the privilege of meeting him at a show I did once, and he was really really cool guy.
Yeah, he's really awesome, man. So that's why I'm going to FanFest this year. Flying out, spend all this money just to hang out with her.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'll just find a way to track out Herb and just like maybe I'm here for Herb Simmons. Like
head down. That's why I'm here for make him pop, right? 100%, man. Mike, I appreciate you coming on. You definitely got to come back. I'd like to see you back here, and maybe like end of the summer and see where you're at there.
Hey, man, I'm happy to be here anytime.
All right. Let everybody know where they can follow you.
If you follow me on Instagram, it's easy. It's iyb.bigmike. It's your boy, Big Mike. Follow me there. Mike Maverick on Facebook, but just be aware it might be Mike Maverick if Meta just let me change it. But we're waiting on that. But right now, Mike Maverick on Facebook, iyb.bigmike on Instagram, and heck, you can even pop out on the YouTube channel. It's your boy, Big Mike.
All right. Make sure everybody follows Mike, and of course, catch him at Spring Breakout World League Wrestling. Go to harleyrace.com to get your tickets for Spring Breakout. In attendance will not only be Mike, but you also have Austin there, Austin Molatalo there, and of course the great Cranman Brene. She will be there. Is that Drew Gulak there? That
Where?
looks like Drew Gulak, right next to Austin. Is that it? It looks like Drew.
Oh, it's Blade Linux.
Is it? Man,
that's the war veteran I beat up.
He looks like Drew, man. But anyway, go to World League Wrestling Spring Breakout Saturday, April 5th, and then catch Mike at Slammiversary right there. Trevor Murdoch will also be in action, as well as Strictly Business, Brandon Beretta, Austin Molatalo, and many, many more. Go check them out. As for me, my latest vlog is up on my YouTube channel. I'm hanging out with Nixon Newell, aka Tegan Knox. She gave me a small, quick interview. I appreciate her. I will be next up at Titan Championship Wrestling Presents Another Level Domination on April 12th. In action will be the Cowboy himself, James Storm, the NWA's Wrecking Ball Legursky, NWA's Mike Mondo will also be in action, and there's 3 steel cage matches. I wish I had the graphic, but it's not here. I must have erased it. And then after that, at the end of the month, I will be at NYWC's Grandmaster of the Mat, Drew Gulak will be in action. Mike Mistretta, the Greek God Papadon, and Brandon Watts will be in action. April 26th, go to NYWC Pro Wrestling to get your tickets. And like I told Mike over there, I'll be at SICW's Manfest 3, May 16th and the 17th in St. Louis, Missouri. Make sure you get your tickets, sicw.org. Check them out. And we will be doing SICW week coming on sometime in April. And if you need some coffee, go get some coffee from Prince Nana. PrinceNanaCoffee.com is where it's at. Get your coffee from Prince Nana. He's such a great guy, and he's got some great coffee, Mike.
I'll take your word for it. I might have to go buy some myself. That little advertisement he had made me. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I might just go on the old Google right after this.
That's it. Tell him Papa Dank sent you too. All right, everybody, have a great night. Mike, hold on for a minute. I will be back tomorrow night with Alex Reinman from SISPW tomorrow night. So stay tuned for that. Everybody have a good night.